Hi, this is Chris Dykes. I'm the president of the Association for Fire Ecology, and we are so happy to be putting on the International Fire Ecology and Management Congress here in Tucson, Arizona. It's setting up to be just an amazing event, and it's so awesome to just see so many wonderful old friends and meeting new friends, and just seeing just the collegiality and the science exchange. It's just a really fantastic event. But in my career, one of the things I've noticed is that, the science and everything is great, but probably the most important thing that you're going to be able to get out of this conference is the relationships that you develop.
And so the association is also phenomenal in their leadership of fire education and science, and how fire plays such a dynamic and fundamental role in managing ecosystem services, biodiversity, and so many of the things that are important for humanity.
I have the link there, so in case anyone's interested, this is a really cool kind of manual to address gender gaps in natural resource management.
I think AFE is a great organization to work with and in because it looks at the important issues surrounding fire management, and it tries to go beyond the scope of traditional management.
And I learned so much at this conference, from how to implement fire on the landscape to all the fire research that's being done by a wide range of scientists, both from the United States and across all other international countries.
So when we think about biodiversity on one side and human services for fire-prone ecosystems, indigenous knowledge and fire stewardship within fire-prone ecosystems for fire-dependent species. That cultural burning is human services for ecosystems.
And I've been engaged with the Association for Fire Ecology, coming to their congresses since before I was in graduate school. At that time, it was a really tremendous opportunity to learn about fire ecology, learn about fire management, and to connect with people who were interested in the same things that I am interested in.
And the truth is that if you look across our exchange networks at who is participating, we were actually 38% natural resource specialists. And I think the exchange network figured out very early on that the issues that face us in fire and that face managers on the ground are not going to be solved by fire people alone. So that's a really important piece of the exchange network.
Every year I get older, I feel like I know less, and part of it is because of conferences like this, where we bring together people, researchers and managers, and public information people, and students and professors, and everybody who touches fire management and fire ecology. You bring them all together in one place, and you get all these different perspectives.
So ultimately, at Grand Canyon, we want to maintain natural fire regimes with wildfire. And with limited, and that wildfire, what I mean by that is we're going to manage it with limited or no management interaction with that fire. So we're going to let that fire roam free as it can be, with 6 million visitors in a small landscape within Grand Canyon.
The reason that I really appreciate the AFE conferences is because they bring together fire and management in a really good way, so that the current science can be used on the ground, and so that the current research being conducted is relevant to managers. And you have the nexus of management and science both at the same conference. It really helps me do my job.
So Alaska and the Southwest are ecologically diverse, we just looked at that, but they're also culturally rich and diverse landscapes as well. So in both places, indigenous peoples have lived for millennia before European or Eurasian colonists arrive. And what we can learn from the archaeology of both of these places is that ecological landscapes are also human landscapes. They have a long history of intentional modifications to accommodate highly variable environmental conditions. In other words, what we think of now as adaptive management.
I've been a member of AFE for the past 3 years, and I really like this association because not only are they very inclusive to students and members in the field, but because we study everything and they encompass everything that has to do with timber management, fire ecology, restoration practices, and now we are also including restoration purposes of fungi post-fire, which is what I love to study, and I really enjoy the fact that we're being more inclusive.